Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back. Happy Sunday. All right, guys, so we're back to talk about Ramona Singer from the Real Housewives of New York because right now her future on the franchise is completely up in the air. Andy Cohen has been asked several times, even by Dave Quinn, what's going to happen? Do we have any news for the upcoming season? Is Ramona coming back? Like, what is the tea? And he's like, honestly, I can't give you anything. We're still up in the air. We don't know who's coming back, if at all anyone's coming back. It just seems like there's question marks hanging over the entire franchise, which makes sense. I mean, they ended last season without even having a reunion. Ramona was under investigation after there was a complaint launched, not only by one of her cast members, Ebony K. Williams, but also by one of the producers of the show. Yeah, this is a problem. Now she's at it again. Ramona Singer is accused of showing out in Aspen on a ski trip. And there's a fan that says not only did she cut them in line, but she was horrible. So we have all the details on that and more. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so thank you to Reality T because they're sharing with us that Ramona is going to Ramona. That's right, Ramona Singer is getting herself into trouble once again. The Real Housewives of New York OG has long been known for bad public behavior. Yeah, that's not even a stretch. That's just true. A few months ago, she was accused of poor manners when she attended Diana, the musical on Broadway at the Longacre Theater. Eyewitnesses said that she kept putting her drink on stage and caused a distraction when she came back late from intermission. Her rep has denied the claims, but there were photos. How do you deny claims when there were photos? We even brought the photos on one of our lives. I think at that time we were doing hot, messy topics. And you see where she's sticking her drink right on the stage, which is incredibly disrespectful. I've only probably been to 2 or 3 Broadway shows in my whole life. And sure, I was never close enough to be right up on the stage, but I would even know, not being, very well versed in the Broadway world, that would be a huge no-no. These people have worked their asses off to put on a great show, and then you're going to distract them because you think you're Ramona Singer? I don't think that sits well with anyone. Now, Ramona is busy acting up on a ski trip in Aspen. As reported by Radar Online, she was there with her daughter, Avery Singer, on vacation. And an eyewitness said that they encountered Ramona at the Aspen Mountain Ski Resort, and it was pretty comical. The insider said that they were in the ticket line when Ramona tried to skip ahead, and they dished that she was right behind me and wouldn't slow down. But I beat her to the door. Not sure what she said to me, but I recognized her voice instantly. The source added that she literally is just like you imagine her on the show. She's so intense. She's like a bulldozer. The source said Ramona did not stop to take, a selfie with them. And then she skipped me after that, ran ahead, I should say, but I didn't care because it's Ramona. In addition to jumping the line, she allegedly paid only in $100 bills, and that Avery showed up shortly after the incident. Of course, the report is unconfirmed, so let's wait to see what Ramona's rep has to say about this one, if she responds at all. Her rep must be exhausted whenever Ramona heads out in public. I mean, who is anybody even going to listen to the rep at this point? Because they said it wasn't true that she was putting the drink on the stage when there were photos of the drink being put on the stage. Now, as for her future on the Real Housewives of New York, Ramona has been under fire for her actions last season. There are calls to get her fired after season 13 reunion had to be scrapped due to an internal investigation on Ramona. Newbie and our first Black housewife of New York, Ebony K. Williams, who I have to say, they set Ebony up to this was not a successful casting. Ebony would have been great, but they brought in somebody who legitimately had no ties to any of the rest of the cast. I really thought Ebony held her own considering this was her first time filming. I thought she did an amazing job, but a lot of people didn't like how they were all meshing because they thought, okay, this really doesn't make sense. You don't know these women don't know you. And now, people are calling for her to be a part of The View or something else. If she can do that, if she can land a spot on one of those other shows, I say go for it, because why does she need to waste her time or energy fighting with these women who she barely even knows, especially with the way that no. Not at all. Ebony K. Williams filed a complaint with the network against Ramona and allegedly stemmed from Ebony's fight with Luann de Lesseps at her Hamptons home. In the aftermath, Ramona allegedly said, "This is why we shouldn't have Black people on the show." And Ramona denied saying it. She insisted, "I never said that. It's a terrible lie. It's very disappointing that even after my name was cleared, that people still want to slander me." Ramona also asserted that she signed an NDA and could not speak further on the matter. Now, as for the Real Housewives of New York casting, it's still up in the air, so we don't really know who will return. But when it comes to Ramona, fellow castmate Luann thinks that she's irreplaceable. Luann, I don't know about that, but she said, "Ramona's an OG. I can't imagine Housewives of New York without Ramona." It does seem like, too, because we heard rumors that they all showed up to Dave Quinn's book launch, Not All Diamonds in Rosé, and we were hearing that Ramona and Luann and Leah McSweeney showed up and they had a pact, and who knows if this is true. I mean, I would have loved to have been a fly on that wall, but had a pact to exit the building as soon as Ebony K. Williams arrived. Now, we didn't see any photos with Ebony K. Williams. We didn't see any kind of, back and forth. And it also makes me question, is Leah trying to hang on to Ramona in order to maintain her position on the show? Does she think that Ramona is more valuable to Ebony? Which you could say that because Ramona's been on the show for a long time. She has the fan base. People in this weird kind of crazy way like the kookiness that she offers to the franchise. So she might be, in some people's eyes, irreplaceable. However, it's really given me Vicky Gumbelson, OG of the OC vibes. When you say someone's irreplaceable, I feel like the network takes it as a challenge and they're like, "Oh, you think you're irreplaceable? Well, watch this. This is not your show. This is not the Vicky show. It's not the Teresa show. Don't get too big for your britches there, friend, because we can replace you and we absolutely will." I can see if Ramona was taken out of the equation, and also, let's say Leah McSweeney, and they brought back Sonia and Luann and Dorinda, maybe even Ebony K. Williams if she'd want to film again, and let's say 3 new cast members, I think it would be killer. Let Ebony bring in a friend. Let somebody be there who will back her and, she has an authentic relationship with. That would make sense. But throwing somebody in who doesn't really know anyone, that doesn't, we talked about this on my Wake Up, an Adam Morning show, where someone even said, we want friends who know these women because we want them to be able to offer context into their lives and to see these real relationships. We don't want people to just show up who don't know what the hell they're, doing or talking about unless they're a fan of the show. And for Ebony, unfortunately, I feel like the odds were against her with this casting because she really did not know these cast members. They tried introducing her as a friend to Leah McSweeney, but everyone could read right through it. I don't think it was fair to Ebony. I feel like casting last season was just absolute chaos anyways, because they only had 5 women: Sonia Morgan, Luann de Lesseps, Ramona Singer, Ebony K. Williams, and then they tried Heather Thompson. They tried Bershawn Shaw. They didn't really have a lot to work with. I don't know. Guys, I need your opinions on this. Are you shocked that Ramona's acting out again in another public display of, can we call it correction? I don't know. Guys, go ahead and comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Also, we will be going live at 10:15 p.m. tonight to recap the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So hopefully you can join Jason and I at 10:15 because tonight is the finale. And I have a feeling we're not going to want to miss it. I love you guys so much. Happy Sunday. And we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.